We were doing an AO sweep, a little territory sweep out in Ramadi, and we passed down an alleyway that we ventured down before. And we noticed a vehicle was parked down that way, so we went up to the vehicle, and it was pretty much just a QRF, a quick reacting force. Platoon sergeant came out, knocked on the window, and there was an individual inside. He kind of got a little hesitant, a little worried, seemed like. Platoon sergeant kind of looked at all of us and told us to stand by, thinking something might be wrong. So he got out, and Sergeant Amtradi was saying, open up all the compartments inside the car. So we did that, and then he says, open up the trunk. And from there, the guy kind of looked really nervous. So he goes to the back of the car. It's hesitant at first to open the trunk, so we're all getting ready. And he opens it up, and right when he opens it up, he grabs a grenade and drops on the ground, starts taking off. By then, all of us are taking cover, and turret gunner with a 240 nailed him down. And crazy, one of my buddies, he actually jumped on the grenade at the time, and it turns out it was a dud. So, near-death experience, but we all came out alive. Made me realize, it was a tough time, just because my buddy was getting all kind of weird about the whole thing, started shaking, got really nervous about the whole thing, that he kind of escaped death. But then we all remembered why we joined the Marine Corps. And the sense of pride of having the title of United States Marines, you definitely have that sense of pride that nobody else can really take from you. I definitely follow the codes of honor, courage, commitment. Honor, the pride, loyalty, and having the courage to get through anything. I take pride in my family. It's the camaraderie, the brotherhood, always knowing that someone's always going to have your back. At the beginning of February 2005, I was out and about, and over the radio I heard that there was a couple impacts over at Hurricane Point, which was the main base in Ramadi where 2-5 was at. They had H&S Company out there as well as Weapons Company, because Weapons Company was the quick reacting force for the battalion. So we all heard that there was impacts over there, mortar rounds, but every day there was always mortar rounds that hit, so we didn't really think it was anything too serious. And eventually we got it over there, and we were meeting up with some friends that were over there, and come up to me and said, "Man, I'm sorry, man. Sorry, dude. He didn't deserve to die." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You haven't heard." It was Clifton, man. And he was outside, and I guess a mortar round hit right next to him. I didn't have a chance, and definitely shocked at first. I didn't really accept it at first because, I knew Clifton personally, so, but eventually it set in, and just a shitty day. He had the heart that was bigger than anybody's. He was the smallest guy, but he wants to go on hikes with the biggest guns that we have, that nobody wants to carry, but he says, "Yeah, I'll do it." He was always thinking, always reading, always writing stuff, and he was just, he had a lot of things going for him. And, when I first met him, I was like, "Why are you in the Marines, man?" Because you could tell he was smart, but he was just that, he wanted to be a badass, that's what he always said. And when he was in Iraq, he actually wrote a journal entry every day, talking about how he's feeling, what he was going through, and all that stuff. And when he passed away, his mom got all those journal entries and actually published a book called A Random Soldier, The Words He Left Behind. And then it just talks about everything what he went through. And I had to purchase it just because, he was like my brother. And I don't want to ever forget this guy. So he was always smiling, always trying to cheer you up no matter what happened. He's always just that guy that you can always rely on, and if you need a laugh, he was always there. Just a good guy all around and loyal, legit human being. So we had Chad's memorial service over in Iraq. I remember he always said that he wanted to have Dust in the Wind players for his funeral, and I don't know if he knew anything, but that's what he said he wanted to have. So that's what they gave him. All the platoons went out there, and we all got us our last goodbyes individually. Went up to the whole memorial where we was at with, we had his rifle and his boots underneath and his helmet on top. And it was definitely emotional, we gotta say, our last words to him, but it's never gonna be forgotten, and, it's always gonna be with us. I remember getting back to base at Camp Pendleton when we flew back, and his mom picked me out of everybody and was like, "You're Scott, right?" I was like, yeah. And she goes, "I'm his mom," and gave me a hug, and she said, "Yeah, I've read a lot about his journal or whatever that he wrote over there, and he has a lot of stuff about you." And I was just giving her a hug, and I'm sorry, sorry about your son. Your son was one of my best friends, and he definitely did not deserve to die. It's like there's nothing I could do, and it was definitely a tough day. Definitely a tough day, and the world is definitely not a better place without him. She definitely was acting really strong and everything about what happened with her son, but she's always gonna have a family with 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines. Today, I definitely value friendship a lot more. I mean, it's like you have your brothers that are always gonna have your back, and he was definitely one that had my back. And I have a lot of other brothers like that, but you never know when someone's going to, you're going to lose when you're good friends. I definitely take pride in the friendships that I have, just because they're family, and they always will be family. So this is the book that Chad's mom published about Chad's writings and all that stuff, and several different writings in here. The one on the back's actually pretty legit. It says, "This is crazy. My old friends are all starting their sophomore year of college, and I'm on a jet cruising to war. So why are we here? I'm here because my best friends are here. The people I live with and work with every day. I'm here to bring my best friends home alive." I don't know if you can zoom on the back there, but it's a little picture of Chad. And this is actually the last log that he wrote, dated on February 1st, 2005. It's called "The Best Course Ever." So he goes, "So Mike was writing the song on his acoustic last night and was trying to come up with words for it. So he pulled a Colib and came up with a song in progress about the old cliche of a soldier coming home from war with all of his baggage. But it's not because the war haunts him, it's because he'd rather be back there than the home that changed since he left. We'll finish it one day, but until then, the chorus makes a badass running cadence because it's so deceptively simple. It's put to a really slow style, so it flows nicely. Not really my style at all, but the image of our dog tags being the chain, literally and figuratively, is a concept I really liked." So here it goes. "All my sins hanging around my neck when I'm in the war. It's home I can't forget. So I come home and it's the war I miss. All my sins hang around my neck." So he goes, "Nothing special, but we thought it was cool. I don't usually write things with other people. I'm kind of shy about my personal work. It's hard to expose yourself like that, Iraq means Iraq, another day and another mission down. Found out my grandfather had a heart attack today. I don't know what happened. I should call and find out. It's weird having something like that happen out here. You don't know how to react, so I'm just not reacting at all. Word." So that was the last entry. So, yep. All about Chad Clifton. His mom actually works with different things to help support those who were wounded in combat and that are still in harm's way out there. So I think a lot of us had some tough times when we got back, but we had to use that positive energy inside of us to get through those tough times. I mean, some of my friends had a lot of tough times with some of their friends that passed away over there. I still get calls from one of my best buddies over there about one of his friends that passed away over there. So You know, everything affects everybody differently, but the transition from over there, or life before over there, and then life after, you know, a war situation definitely changes, and you definitely appreciate the small stuff a lot more than you did before. Told the parents and the spouses out there of fallen comrades, you know, just know that you have a huge family out there to support you. It's not just, you know, people that you know, but it's the whole community of the Marines, of the military in general. So there's always people out there to help you through the tough times, and, you know, whenever you need, you let us know, and we're gonna try to be there as with the most support as we can. So just know you're not alone. People that you meet that don't even know you, once you say you're a Marine, they automatically know that, hey, you can be trusted. You have the pride, you have the courage, and you have the loyalty to, you know, do whatever that needs to be done. And I remember going through the fire academy, a lot of people were in there and they had to get interviewed. And a lot of people are just going in there, standing in there, you know, 10, 15 minutes at a time for the interview. And I walked in and I met everybody, and pretty much said, "So you're a Marine?" I go, "Yes, sir." He goes, you know, without even me sitting, they just agreed, said, "Well, I'll see you at the beginning of the fire academy." That was it. I was there, you know, no more than, you know, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and I was out. So just from that example alone, it lets you know that there's people out there that know what a Marine is and what they can expect from a Marine, and they're definitely something that you want on your side.